So we did the first part of number 3 yesterday, correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone want to start our video off?
Hello guys, today we're going to be reviewing the questions on the homework assignment that was multiple step equations and proceed.
I want you to smash that microphone.
Oh, that's all God. That's what they say.
Okay. Alright, so the first thing you should do is combine like terms. And you get 27 equals 9c minus 18. Yes or no?
Yes.
Alright. Then you add 18 to both sides. And you get 45 equals 9c. So c equals 5.
I got that right.
You got it right? Put a check. Now, if we made a mistake, did anybody make a mistake?
I did make it.
Okay. Aldo, can you tell me what your mistake was? And can we be quiet so that we can... Oh, okay. Dominique, can you tell me what mistake you made?
Oh, I added 6 and I subtracted.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over these people.
I subtracted 6 and 3.
Okay, so who can help us out and tell us why we should add these two together? Connor. They're like, and they're on the same side of the equation, right? Awesome. So take a point. So when they're on the same side, you do what it tells you to do. Can you fix that for next time? Awesome. Did anybody else make a different mistake? Or did we make that same mistake? Cool. All right. Number 2. The first thing we should do on number 2 is distribute. So we get 14 plus 8g minus 6 equals 40. Then we combine our constants, our like terms, and we have 8g plus 8 equals 40. Thank you. And then what do I do? And you get 8g equals 32.
Yeah, then divide 8 by both sides.
And you get 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Flip it one more time. Next time I'll use the blue marker. Alright, so did anybody get both of those right? Did anybody make a mistake on number 2? Where did we make a mistake? Oh, okay. Now why can we not combine those? So can you fix that for next time? Can you stop staring at me? Stop, both of you. Stop. I'm going to start taking a point away every time you stare at me. All right, number next.
Why did you combine those?
8g and 6?
No, 14. Oh, no, never mind, I got that right. Okay. She confused me for a second.
Are we together now?
The person that says, no, I'm
She has a name.
I don't know who it was. I didn't know who it was.
Okay. We're not stabbing. Okay.
But you can't color on people.
Yes, you can color on people. Well, I can. Number 4. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can distribute the fraction, or you can get rid of the fraction first. What would y'all like to do? Stop yelling. So we can distribute, and we get 3 halves x minus 15 halves equals negative 6. Now, let's talk about why this turned into 15 halves. It's 3 halves. Let's see. I need him to stop writing on my note cards. We have 3 halves times negative 5. You multiply the numerators. That gives you negative 15 halves. It's not magic, it's math.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay, pumpkin.
That's my cat.
Okay. So I typed
Rolled off my
into the calculator.
Right?
3 half 2, 3 little dash things, like the fractions bar, 2 times negative 5.
Right?
And I got negative 7 U 1 half.
Right, that's the same thing.
It is?
Yes, but if I tell you you can't have a calculator, you need to be able to multiply.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I want to get rid of my fraction because I don't want to add this half over here. How could I get rid of these fractions?
Make them into a mixed number.
Oh, I know.
How could I want to get rid of the fraction in general.
You can find out these colors.
No, I want to get rid of the fraction in general. Nope, I want to get rid of the fraction in general.
Oh, I see that.
Deja.
Divided.
Logan.
Oh, you do the thing where you put the 2 on top of it.
So, let's see if Stephen can tell us since he's just bent on talking over there. So tell us, Stephen, how do we get rid of the fraction? Kind of, you're almost there.
Whoa, wait.
Wait,
Okay, so we multiply by both sides.
by what?
That costs you.
No.
Cross by divide.
Sam? No.
Make the whole number.
Right here.
I
No.
No, wait. I got it.
No.
I got one more. I got it. You multiply it on this side by 2.
You're wrong. If I multiply everything by 2, you were kind of there while you were over there talking, interrupting my lesson. If you multiply everything by 2, that gets rid of your denominator because that is the denominator. You could have done that to begin with. You could have multiplied, well, you really could have multiplied by the reciprocal up here, but you could have multiplied both sides by 2 and killed it to begin with. So if you multiply 3 halves by 2, you get 3x. If you multiply negative 15 halves by 2, you get minus 15, and negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Yes. I would really rather you not.
What about a fraction?
Alright, so what do we do from here?
I know. I was
You add 15 on both sides.
And 3x equals? And x equals? So is it okay if you did it different and got the same answer?
Yes, that's what I did.
Yes. This is complicated?
Look,
That is. Because you have to multiply each side by 2.
Man, that's so complicated, y'all. I don't know how we function.
very.
Over 2 into it.
I didn't put 15 over 2 into anything because I'm not a cow.
You make it to a whole number and then add it to 6.
Congratulations. Yes.
So what I did was, in the beginning, I got 1, so I looked.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
You multiplied both sides by 2/3? Look at you go. Take a point for your team. Yes.
I was technically right. It's not a fraction.
Correct?
So you said how you get rid of the fraction. I said solve it.
What's it called?
Yes, but I wanted you to tell me how to get rid of this fraction. Okay, I can't talk about this anymore. We got to go to the next page. So, today we're doing the second part of our learning target from yesterday, which is solve equations with variables on both sides. Look at you go. We're going to work this out, and then we're going to play tic-tac-toe. Alright, so let's look at number 1. Now, we have like terms, but we can't combine them because they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. You do subtract. Why do we subtract?
Because you have to get them for example,
Breathe. Breathe.
You have to get all your variables.
On both sides of the other one.
But why are we subtracting?
So that one goes away.
Why are we
So
subtracting?
there's only one variable negative. Because it's already a problem.
Because this is positive,
Correct.
right? This is positive, y'all.
Yes.
And the opposite of positive is?
Negative.
So to move it, we do subtract. Now, why does it matter which one I subtract? No, it doesn't. But it's easier to move everything to the left, correct? Because it just is, stop it. The box is to the left, we got it.
Now you're gonna draw him on
8m minus 6m is? Okay, so we have, it's not, 8 minus 6 is positive.
I was saying to him.
All right, now what do we do?
Subtract the 5.
By both sides.
Both sides.
You're welcome.
All right, sassy children.
1 minus 5.
Yes.
Is
-2. I mean, hold on, sorry. -4.
you were a step ahead of us. All right, and what does M equal?
-2.
All right, can you work out number 2 without me?
Yes.
Go, children, go.
Hey, I'm done with number 2.
Pardon?
I'm done with number 2.
Good, go to number 3. Hufflepuff, can y'all get it together over there?
Oh, we're not the worst.
Yes. I can move them across the equation, across the equal sign. So that's what we did. We didn't add them together because they're not on the same side. So we did the opposite to kill it and move it over here.
So it would be -5.
Yes. That's what we've been doing since Tuesday.
I had the answers to, I can work it out.
2M.
That's plus. There's an equal sign in between these two. If you're done with number 2, go to number 3.
What are we doing with number 3?
Go to number 4.
Okay.
Why would you ask?
Because I wanted to make sure.
Make sure that your table is on the same page as you, though.
Are we on the same number?
Are y'all on the same page? Are y'all all on multi-step equations?
Oh, Aldo. Who are you butting like that?
I sound like my mom.
Color on him.
Who are you? What? Like that?
Mark, I get in trouble with
Why are you acting like I just murdered you?
It's barely on there.
Just wait till I get my other markers out.
Do we go to number 5?
See?
Yes. I think
Did y'all get -4 for number 2?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Oh, bro.
I got -9.
I'm so proud. Well, I was proud.
I forgot to put the negative. No. But I'm positive I got number 3. So I'll first subtract the 8. And then you do 2b plus 18 equals 4. Then you subtract the 18 and you get -14 equals 2b. Then you do divide and then you get 2b equals -7.
You love it.
I seem to be getting a positive and A seem to be getting a negative.
What number?
Of the
I had -6.
Okay, do you see how it's 8 minus 4? And that gives you +4. And then it's -11 minus 5, that gives you -16. So a -16 divided by a +4 is -4. Okay. Yes. Sure. Yes, Sam.
I'm at negative.
How do you get rid of parentheses? This is just applying what we did yesterday to this. Look at you go. It's like you've learned something. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, come and read it in 4. That I love you so much.
With what, this?
Can we go to the next page?
Wait, I have to get my direction.
No, we can't go to the next page.
Wait, is this the right answer?
I'm not telling you that.
I think it is. No, we're not. Wait.
Maybe.
Maybe number 5. I want number 6. That's so good too.
Oh, I wrote the P backwards. My bad. My bad. That's a P. My bad.
Stop.
Wait, is that negative 5? Then you do minus 19.
I'm swinging on you. This is a cool jacket, don't mark it.
What?
What's your name?
Hey.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I did. Okay, yes. That's a horrible signature. Oh! Horrible signature.
Oh.
That's why I got it wrong.
Yeah, Mason.
Where?
No, I asked about that. That's what you get, karma.
My dad said, take it down about 1,000.
We're right here.
Oh, bro.
Well, maybe you should do it yourself.
I gotta report that to Dr. Nestor.
With Asbury sleeping a little chicken nugget.
What? I don't look like a chicken nugget.
I never said you looked like one. And then check 6A, check 6A. What? Where? That's a 9.
I can see from windows.
Is that better?
What's this?
Divided by 3, divided by 3, where's 8 equals 8?
Alright, come on, I want to have time to do our activity. Let's go.
Yo, you drew on me!
Oh my gosh. We're not about
So, 5h minus 7
Yes.
equals 2h plus 2.
Yep.
No.
You did up until the very last part.
Hi guys, I'm going to Snapchat.
At MIZZB CUTIE.
Put it on the thing.
Alright, so for number 5. Yo. No.
No, I have to tell her to pick me up at what time?
No.
No.
No, somebody took my pen. Okay, thank you, baby. Number 5, we got A equals 8. Number 6, we got H equals 3. Do we agree or disagree?
I agree.
Alright, if you worked one on the board, you get a point. Now, let's look at the last part before we do our activity. Did anybody make a mistake on these?
No, I didn't.
I want to teach the last one.
Where? Number 4? Okay, so that was our sign issue, right? And we fixed that. Did you fix that for the next ones? Okay, so you're okay now? Alright, so, special cases down here. This is when you have the identity or no solution as your answer. So the first thing you do on the left is you distribute. And you get 12x plus 6. And then you distribute here, and you get 12x plus 6. Do you see how they're the same thing? It's infinite solutions. Okay, put all real numbers.
And then that one is no solution, nothing works.
Right. So this means everything works. This one means that nothing works. Now let's prove why nothing works.
Because if you plug in the number, it's not going to work.
They cross each other out. So we have negative 15n.
Oh, I think I see something.
Alright, so from here we would add 15n to both sides.
And then that.
And they cancel out on both sides, so you have 10 equals 10. Is that a true statement?
No.
So that's why it's no. 2 equals
Made a
10.
mistake. On your.
Tommy, what? Tommy, what?
That word.
Let it go, Bielsa. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to play tic-tac-toe. You're going to need a partner. If you're at a table with 5, so Connor, you're going to work with Alan. Mason, you're working with this Connor. What? Dominique. Or do you want to work with Alan? Alright, Belle work with Alan. Connor work with Dominique. Move over so you can work together. Connor, you're working with Mason, so y'all go to that back table.
And then there's Avery.
Go. I know. I gotta think on how we're gonna do that one. One of you just may have to be partners with 2 people. You just need a pencil. This is how we play tic-tac-toe.
X no.
Yes, but you have to. We'll just wait and see how long it takes.
Are you still on air?
Auto, we're waiting. And then whoever that
Hufflepuff, this is the 3rd time we've had to wait on y'all. The 3rd time today. So stop talking. Now, you and your partner need to put both of your names at the top. You pick out who starts, it doesn't matter. One person works out the problem, the other person checks it. If they got it wrong, they can take over your square and work it out. Do you understand? What part of that don't you understand? Okay, so Owen and I are working on this worksheet together. And Owen works out this problem, and I think that he got it wrong. So I'm going to work it out on a separate piece of paper and see if I can do it differently. And then if I got it right and he got it wrong, I'm going to replace his square with mine.
How do you know if you
What do you think if he got it wrong?
Plug it back in. Like if you get x equals 2, how do you check it? Plug in 2.
Minus 2 plus 14, and it should equal negative 6 minus 7.
Negative 2.
Thank you, extremely loud child. Yes. Yes. Yes.
What if me and Dominique, let's say Dominique gets it right?
Go to the next square.
Go to the next problem.
You want to be extra
So it's not complicated together.
No, you have to fill in the tic-tac-toe. I got it.
I'm going to let y'all handle that one. I'm going to let y'all handle that one.
Just make 6 equal.